Okay, recording this video after close of trade Thursday, 16th of June 2011. Hope you had a good trading day today. A bit of a reversal, V-reversal day. We had one on Monday as well. You can see the last couple of days the volume's been extremely high. 2.5 million contracts traded today, closed up at 63.75. In terms of longer term charts, we're trying to find a bottom here. And 40,500 tip bar chart, we've had our end of trend warning signal here. That was last week. We kind of bounced up. This was the very high average trade size on Tuesday. That came into resistance here, blue professional bar, all of these volume distribution patterns kind of coming in here, profit taking, stopping volume and so on, a whole cluster of them here. And we've sold off here and we're finding support down here in the kind of the mid 50s, and this is the spike down that we had today with bullish divergence, and it looks like we've got some professionals kind of buying that kind of race away. And then if you go down to the 13,500 tip bar chart, today's activity, after the sell-off yesterday, we had end of trend warning signals kind of come in today. We've had our exhaustion selling, we've got flush signal here. We kind of bounced from those levels, bit of bearish divergence. That's kind of a professional profit taking up bar here. This one's on the way down, so they're kind of picking it up here, but it didn't go anywhere. And this is where we kind of race back down through the mid 50s again. Another flush signal here. So suggesting that we've got potentially a little bit of strength kind of going on. And then when I look at the cyclical turns on the daily time frame, so this is the series of charts that I was looking at, I think it was kind of a couple of weekends ago, talking about cyclical turns happening, starting to line up on a whole bunch of charts, risk on charts. We're now coming close to cyclical support kind of coming in on those charts. So here's crude oil, blue professional down bar, kind of possibly buying the lows here. We've got this cyclical support kind of coming in here. Maybe this is looking like a bit of a flush signal here, so potentially that's going to hold for a little while. Silver, but we have got a cyclical turn kind of happening here, and seemingly in kind of the mid 30s it's got some strength. Same thing with gold, coming up cyclical turn here of kind of exhaustion selling on the downside, so possibly a little bit of strength coming in. Aussie dollar, same kind of thing, last couple of days, very high average trade size, stopping volume down here, so we could be trying to hold, but a few days away from that cyclical turn. And the euro, same thing, a few days away from the cyclical turn there, but potentially a little bit of kind of support coming in. I mean, these days the equities markets is really leading the charge, so and just looking at that, this is copper. Copper, we've actually had that strength kind of come in here. Copper's been leading the market. We've got the cyclical turn. It's going to happen very quickly over the next couple of days. So just looking at these, thinking we might have something, some strength kind of coming in when you're looking at these longer term charts. Today's trading, 4,500 tip bar chart. This is just after the open. We had the Philly Fed survey numbers kind of come in here. The market kind of sold off. I was short at 63.25, got taken out very quickly on this stop. Frankly, I was half asleep. I'm going to tag on my day trades. I'm kind of astonished when this happens. You're in the recording. It was because I knew the number was coming out. I just wasn't paying attention to the time, partly because I was a little bit groggy from my nap. But anyway, so then we came into the 60s up here, couldn't get through, and then fell through cyclical support here. 1500 tip bar chart was a beauty today. So you had a whole series of things kind of going off. So this is why I was getting short around 63 here. End of trend, bearish divergence signals. We finally get a little bit of a flush signal here, flushing out the buyers, and the market just sold off on that Philly Fed number. Came into exhaustion, selling bullish divergence at a cyclical support level, and we kind of took off to the upside. And then the top was marked here with second cyclical turn after end of trend. But remember, we're looking for exhaustion signals, and at this end of trend we'd only had a bearish divergence. It was not until we got the exhaustion signal later at the second cyclical turn that things were kind of looking more confirmed for a change of trend here. And then this was kind of the lowest risk entry point here. Amateur up bar, as the move starts to kind of crack down, amateur up bar gets taken out at a flush signal, and the market just takes off to the downside. And as the high was marked with an end of trend on the 15, so was the low here. And again, we've had our exhaustion selling. We've had flush signals come in at end of trend. I mean, these are what I really like, flush signals at end of trend here, down here, kind of marks the low, and V reversal from there, bang, we take off to the upside. And just on the 500 tip bar chart, so this is, I'll tag on my day trades again, but you know, that cyclical turn that we had on the 15 here at the beginning of the day, this one here, the end of trend to get short, all of that was accompanied on the 500 tip bar chart here, cyclical turn, whole family of flush signals here, just couldn't you know, push the market up, flushing out the buyers at that point. The number comes out and this thing just falls like a stone. Anyway, so there we go. I'll tag on my day trades. Hope you traded well today. Friday tomorrow. Friday tends to have a little bit of a bullish bias and also tends to have a bias for trending days. So potentially, yeah, we in the after hours we've kind of shot above this resistance level here into the high 60s. So if this professional activity is kind of getting on board this move soon, buying any kind of weakness early on in the day would be the go, but obviously let's wait and see what happens overnight and see how the charts kind of line up first thing tomorrow. Good luck with your trading. Got short 63.25 and it's taken a little while for this to set up. Off the open we bounced off cyclical support on the 1500 tip bar chart, didn't take this trade just because there was no blue professional bars down here. Then we've come into end of trend. We've got kind of exhaustions buying on the 500 followed by bearish divergence and flush signals here. No demands up here. We had bearish divergence earlier on the 15. So see no blue professional bars on the 4500 tip bar chart, but yeah, seemingly there's enough kind of up here to suggest that we've kind of run into some headwinds. Anyway, so just short 63.25. Just a couple of minutes later, and this is taking a while to turn around. More blue professional bars kind of coming up here. A whole series of flush signals up here, and we had one on the 1500 tip bar chart. Would have liked to have seen a blue professional up bar kind of here, but we've not seen one. So we're just sitting at the entry point. Must admit, I'm starting to think, you know, I hope this isn't one of these kind of runaway trend up days. I hate those. I trade them badly. Had a good day yesterday, and if we're going to do that, I'm going to go home and do something else. But anyway, still holding short. Let's see this thing break. It's got to do something after this whole family of flush signals here, I'd have thought. Boy, well, we're just out. That must have been the Philly Fed survey numbers kind of coming in. Holy cow. Target was at 59.25, just got taken out on the downside, and now it is falling through the floor. Must admit, I was a bit asleep at the switch there. Was just kind of looking at this ledge here. We had a little bit of a Rambo pattern at 62 here, and whether it was going to fall through. Unbelievable. Well, there's 4, but there's obviously, you know, another 3 plus in this move. Whew. Alright, well, let's stand back and see what's the next thing to happen here. It's gotten long with 61.75, and the reason for doing this, I think we're in an uptrend now. Having sold off wildly down to 56 down here, we've got a flush signal on the 4500 tip bar chart. Support kind of come in here, so this has got to run a little bit further. We just come into some resistance on the 1500 tip bar chart here. No blue professional bars yet here, but on the 500 tip bar chart, this last 2 blue professional bars are on the way down here, so professionals are picking up this little retrace here. So, and we're in an uptrend here on the 500, so we've still got to form a pullback at an end of trend here. And just hoping that we're kind of breaking into, we're in an uptrend here, we're breaking into an uptrend, I'd have thought here, yep, 62. So we go to kind of 63 and this thing kind of is away. So, yeah, that first fall was easy, and I didn't deserve them because I was asleep. And why not see what we can do here? On this long-term chart, you can see on the 13,500 tip bar chart, this move down here, it's kind of a classic today, or kind of with the overnight activity and the early activity here. We've got pullback and an end of trend. You can just make that out here. Pull back into an end of trend. This whole kind of move down, you know, we kind of maxed out here with all these professional bars, close of Tuesday, with the high average trade size. Downtrend here, and we have exhaustion selling. Then we put in a bullish divergence signal here. Then we put in a flush signal right down here at the end of trend. Come back down to test with a bullish divergence signal here, right at that kind of level, cyclical support level. And so on this kind of time frame, that would suggest this longer time frame that we've got you know, somewhere to go low here. It is go long here. It is a support area on the 40,500 tip bar chart, and this thing now is starting to race away to the upside. Here we go. So next stop is wherever this end of trend or a bullish or a professional bar on the 1500 kind of comes in here. It just came out at 64 even. Not going to hang around too long here for 2.25. Just on that move. The reason for getting out there, we've got the end of trend on the 500 tip bar chart here. Could easily, yeah, we're just pushing a little bit further. And a couple of blue professional bars kind of coming on the 15. This could well be a pro signal exit. That's annoying. This is going to go to 65.75, which is, yep, there we go. You know, sometimes just not do anything. You know, if you got the trend direction right, you just sit on your hands and just don't do a thing. Unbelievable. So I'm trying to finesse my exit here at 64 with this end of trend, and of course the thing just punches on through. I think we've got actually a lot of stops being run, because I think a lot of people are kind of thinking, you know, the market's going to tank today, and this whole move up from 56, it's just been a straight shot up. Just looks like kind of stops being taken out kind of the whole way along. Anyway, this when this kind of ticks over, I'd have thought this would be a pro signal exit, and just wait for that when this kind of bar rolls over. So what was that? That was out at 64, in at 61.75, so it's 2.25, 4 on the short trade, so that's 6.25. Which was nice. The first trade was undeserved, and the second trade was poorly executed on the exit. Well, that's interesting, because this hasn't signaled as an exhaustion buying signal up here yet. I'd have thought that is, but clearly not here, but definitely on the 500 tip bar chart. As soon as we start to see bearish divergence here, maxing out, so 65.75 was the original target, and I should have just held to that. And there's the blue professional bar kind of coming on the 4500 tip bar chart. Not sure where it's going to go from here, but anyway, that's me out and done. 9:16 AM. So hope you had a good day's trading.